Hey, what's happening, all my Jeep creepers out there? I've got a new product that I am pretty stoked about, and it's simply called, clever name, a log fire. Woo! It's by a company called Flame King. They make all kinds of cool propane-based things and things to do with fire. So let's open her up and take a look at this thing. Handy dandy handle. Just chuck that over there. Pull this out. And instruction book. Real simple setup here, guys. Alright, so neat enough. This thing is pretty pre-assembled. And just look at that. Nice, pretty little log fire. Oh, that's cool. Let's stay put. Yeah, it bounces around. Looks like it hit the glass a bunch of times. Let's see if we can pop that in where it's supposed to be. Looks like it just, yeah, it just sits on that post just like that. Hopefully glass isn't perma-scratched. A little bit of a bummer on the glass, but I bet you it's going to look a little bit aged when you run some propane through it. Okay, so the only assembly you really need to do is put this handle on. And I'm a little bit stoked because they give you a screwdriver. Neat. It's, you know, cheapy, but it's an actual plastic handle screwdriver that you can flip around. Alright, so let's see. Well, they got a few different styles. They got a glass guard, or a couple glass guard styles, and then a wire guard style as well. That's pretty neat. There's an oxygen depletion sensor too on it, which is cool. Metal hook for adjust or lowering the glow wire. If the glowing wire falls from the groove, you can use that to plug it back in the slot. So there's like a little wire right there, and I think I see what they're talking about. You just got to kind of pick that up and then push that back into the slot, I guess, that it came out of. Which is kind of actually a little bit tricky. I think it's easier to just use your fingers. Tuck that into the slot. And I guess you can push it down in there with the poker. Kind of at an angle like that. And I think this is to kind of diffuse the flame so you don't have a jet. You have more of a burning log effect. That's what that's for, why that's like that. Tuck that in as best as we can. It's not like it's glued in or anything, it just kind of lightly pressed in. This kind of came out. Let's see if I can get to it easier looking at it straight on. It's hard to present fixing this. Alright, so yeah, there we go. Our little wires in. And on the back here, I got a little knob that unscrews. And that is where batteries go. I don't really see which way the battery goes in. Install plastic handle, install the AA battery in the box in the right corner. Battery is not included. All right, doesn't say which way it's gonna go, so I'm gonna try nipple in first. See if that's it. I don't think that's it because I'm not getting a spark sound. There we go. Hear that spark sound? Okay. Looks like you just take and pop off the cap. there's like a little tab right there. You just kind of push that in with a plastic screwdriver. And then, it looks like I can put in the screws. Why these little set screws are there? I think it's just to fill the hole if you don't use that. Oh, it's for the protective guard glass. Even though it's already installed, they just give you extra ones, so that's cool. And yeah, pull the handle a little bit. The plastic was not exactly the right size to fit the thing. But these pop in pretty easy, which is good. Okay, so that's all put together. These don't ship very well because that log has been hitting the back, left a scuff mark, hit the glass, scratched the glass, I think. Kind of a bummer. And then you'll notice too that the glass is up high, so I need to unscrew this a little bit and screw this one a little bit. Screw it back down, and it's the spot that it's supposed to be in. The other two pieces, no, this one's a little bit off too. So I need to unscrew this one a little bit, this top one here. Screw that one a little bit. I can push that all the way down. That all the way down. Okay, so our glass is all in place. And we got 2 extra set screws for the glass, just in case. Cool. Now we're going to put the propane in and give this thing a try. So, propane is in this little plastic container in the back, and that just opens up like so. The cool thing is this will run off a 20-pound tank as well. You just need to use, just a tank and a hose, because this is the regulator. You don't need another regulator. You'll need like an adapter. For right now, I'm just going to use one of these little 16-ounce propane tanks. You can get these at Walmart or anywhere. That just screws right in place. You don't have to get that super tight. And move that down. Close your door. And now we're ready for the show. So I got the AA battery back in there. Looks like you're going to turn it to pilot first. Push it in so the clicker goes. Starting. Okay, so we got our pilot light going. Now we can turn, so that has like a thermocoupler in it. It can detect when there's no oxygen or it's not hot. So let's change it to low. Oh, look at that. And that lights up beautifully. So that's the absolute lowest flame that it'll do. Let's see what happens when you turn it up. Or you can have a tall flame. That is a pretty attractive fire. And that gives off some major BTUs. Now, the instructions does say it can be used indoors, I believe, but it needs to be in a, in a big area. You got to be careful of how small of an area. I just wonder if it talks about that at all. Gas pressure at the heater is regulated and fixed to 11 WC, which is water column. So if anybody's interested in that, There's some information for you. Some things to remember. Propane or LP gas and natural gas have man-made odorants added specifically for the detection of fuel leaks. So you smell something funny like rotten eggs, you know, it's time to, you know, start looking for a propane leak. Pretty sure it's like a sulfur leak. Okay, so it talks about some things here. Reiterating the need for adequate combustion and ventilation air when the heater is used in a home. It requires a minimum vent area of 9 square inches. So example, 3 inches by 3 inches at the opening and ceiling, 3 inches at the floor level for adequate ventilation. Do not use other fuel burning appliances inside. This gives off a lot of heat, which is nice. Not so much by the glass, that's more for light, but right up here, yeah, ton of nice clean burning propane, Hank Hill. Yeah, right here, general information. This heater is safe for indoor use in small recreational enclosures having means for providing combustion air and ventilation, such as enclosed porches, cabins, fishing huts, trailers and tent trailers, tents, truck caps, and vans. It may be used for emergency indoor heating when connected to a disposable 1-pound propane cylinder. Note, the heater is to be used outdoors but may experience nuisance, flame, swing, or shutoffs due to certain wind conditions. Protective wire on the front of this heater is coated with a special high temperature resistant paint. When the heater is used for the first time, the grill may give off noticeable smoke or fumes. And this is normal and will not occur during subsequent uses. The fumes are not harmful. So everything about this states that it's pretty good. Operating time, 3 to 6 hours on a 1-pound cylinder, and 48 to 110 hours on a 20-pound cylinder based on the high and low settings. Due to the properties of LP gas, run times can be significantly reduced when operating continuous temperatures below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty straightforward. Now, I'm going to use this in my camper. I'm probably not going to sleep with it on just because I don't know if I trust having an open flame like this. I mean, when it's on low, it's pretty docile. Let's try it kind of in a medium setting. That's high. Kind of a medium right there. That's full low. I'm gonna get an LP gas detector and a maybe an O2 shortage detector and a carbon monoxide dioxide detector just to make sure that I'm being as safe as possible. But I absolutely love this thing. Whoever came up with this, freaking genius. You can use this on your patio. You can use it at a dining table. You could probably, yeah, you could roast marshmallows on this thing if you really wanted to. It's got a nice handle on it. Let's see if it's got a thing to turn it off. It will not turn off. It doesn't have a trip on it on the bottom. So you gotta be careful of that. If you knock this over, it may not shut off. So that might be a safety concern maybe. I don't know. It's pretty heavy. I don't think it's gonna move on its own, honestly. Let's go over there right now. I'll show you where I'm gonna put it. So we'll just turn this off. Oop, wrong way. And just like that, everything is off. It locks in the off position, so no leaks. And then let's go out to my camper. So this is a Coleman camper that I'm gutting and changing out. This is the original gas line that went outside. I'm gonna relocate this and hook it up to my little cute fireplace here. And I'm planning on mounting this. I'm going to take off that back thing so it sits all the way up against the wall. And I'll probably even build like a little mantle for it. And this is where it's going to go. It's still hot because this was just 2 minutes ago I was in the house. So let's see. Hit the pilot. You got to let that pilot warm up a little bit, it looks like. And then once it's going, you got a little blue flame. Boom. Isn't that cute? This is going to be an amazing little thing in my camper to heat it. That's kind of a high flame. Honestly, I could probably run this thing on low all the time. The lowest setting, right around as low as it'll go. I mean, look at that. You can just have a smoldering log. That's still giving off a lot of heat. That'll probably run a really long time like that. Or if you want a little more light and a little more ambiance, there you go. Or if you want to go nuts because you're freezing, crank it up. Very cool, guys. Highly recommend this product. I'm in love with it. Somebody was really thinking outside of the box on this one. So yeah, again, it's a Log Fire by Flame King. And Jeep Creep out of here. We'll see you in the next one. And follow my videos. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see me, you know, mount this. So I'll probably put a mantle and stuff, make it look like a little fireplace. And always, check out my description. I have a link to it where you can purchase one of these. And they're under $300. They're around $250, something like that. So, yeah, get them while they're on a good sale. And I appreciate you guys purchasing from me. Every little bit helps with the commission. Thanks, guys. Till next time. Jeep Creep out of here.